Hey guys, this is Scott Stevenson, freelance filmmaker, and it's kind of that time at the end of the year where it's not quite Christmas, not quite New Year's, but everybody is, winding down for the year, spending some time with family. A lot of production is kind of slow at this time of year, and a lot of cinematographers are putting out their reel or putting out, some sort of portfolio or showing off their work that they did for the year. You might be scrolling through social media and you might be seeing some of your friends or people who work in production or here on YouTube and seeing all the different stuff that people do and the things that they post, and kind of feeling left out or feeling like maybe your stuff isn't good enough, or feeling like, oh man, I did a lot of work but I don't really feel like too much of it can really make it into my portfolio. But I want to just tell you that don't worry about that. This is kind of a long haul sort of a thing. It's not a race. It's not a short term sort of thing where just each year you're supposed to be exponentially better than the last year. Sometimes it might take 2, 3, 4, 5 years to really level up. I've been doing this for almost 20 years now, and I still feel like I'm at level 0 sometimes, even though I'm better than I was many years ago. Your progress or someone else's progress might be very different from one person to the other. So I just wanted to jump on here and just say, hey, you might see people on social media, you might see people on YouTube making videos or posting content all the time, and you're like, wow, they're consistent and their stuff looks amazing and their work is great and this and that. And just wanted to let you guys know to not be discouraged, and really just don't compare yourself to where other people are and their progress, because your progress and their progress are completely different, and maybe even your goals might be different. So a lot of us freelancers or filmmakers, content creators, whatever you want to call yourself, I know a lot of people who actually work in the film industry, they find it super hard to balance their free time with their work time. And maybe like myself, I'm working on larger productions, working with big clients, and there's a lot of times where I sign an NDA and I really can't show the behind the scenes or show the lighting breakdowns or diagrams of what it is that I'm doing, just because I can't. I would love to make my channel all about lighting breakdowns and showing you guys tips on how to be a better filmmaker and this and that, but a lot of times it's I really can't show much of what my work is, even though it's super cool and I'd love to share it with everybody. It's not always something that top level cinematographers do, or gaffers, or people who work in the industry. It's we really don't share our work, because our work is our work and we're spending so much time doing it that we really don't have a lot of time to put towards creating content. That's almost a whole nother job of being a YouTuber, creating content, sitting down like this in front of the camera and putting stuff out there is almost a full-time job. So if you are like me and you are a set worker, you work in G&E or art department or sound or whatever it is you do, and then you come home and you're like, man, scrolling on your phone and you're like, I really should be putting out more content. I really should be putting myself out there, letting people know what I do, how I do. And I mean, great if you can do that. Maybe you can make some little short videos on your phone. That's awesome. I mean, I do encourage you to do that, but don't feel like you have to do it. Don't feel like that is the only way to make a name for yourself. There's plenty of really professional, amazing people that work in the film industry that you have no idea who they are or what their name is or whatever. Especially there's a lot of people in the union who don't post anything. Maybe they have 5 photos on their Instagram, but they work on some fantastic movies and shows that I'm sure you've seen. So don't get yourself down about creating content on a regular basis, because it's not necessarily the most important thing. I know it's what a lot of us see, and everybody's scrolling on their phone all the time, but don't let it get you down. Try to start the new year off right, and really just focus on the things in your career that are really going to take you to the next level. And don't worry too much about actually creating content, unless that is your job. If your job is making these reels or TikToks or whatever for brands and things like that, then yeah, sure, keep doing it. But don't feel like you need to have a second full-time job and continue to be pushing into this hustle culture of posting and updating and posting on your stories all day, every day, if that's not something that benefits you or even is your passion. So something to think about. I just want to leave you guys with that note. going into 2023. I hope everybody is well. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Peace, guys.